I got arrested and I spent around 32 hours in jail because a friend pulled a prank on me. He was the designated driver, so he was going to take me home. We went to a party and I drank more than I should have. He dropped me off just over a block from my house, and by over a block, I mean probably more than several neighborhoods away from my home. When I got out of the back of the car, I didn't recognize anything. I reached for my phone, but I realized that I didn't have it. I walked the block looking for a street I knew, but I just couldn't find one. Then I picked a direction to walk in to search for a major street. Apparently, he had thought it would be funny to drop me off in the wrong neighborhood instead of at my own house. I lifted my phone off me so I couldn't call for help. Supposedly, his plan was to let me wander around lost for like 10 minutes and then find me to actually take me home. He never found me, and after a few hours of walking around lost, I had sobered up and I was thirsty. I had found a larger street, but it was like 2 a.m. at that point and everything was deserted, so I couldn't ask anyone for help. Eventually, I saw a police car patrolling and flagged them down for help. They told me that I was over 10 miles from my home and that I was in a very unsafe neighborhood. They didn't believe my story, and after some discussion, they offered to give me a ride home, but asked me to put my hands behind my back while they searched me for weapons. I complied, and they immediately cuffed me and told me that they were arresting me for public intoxication. I didn't have any money at the time, so I didn't want to call anyone to post bail for me. Also, I kept getting told that they would release me as soon as I was processed because I was already sobered. There were no windows in the holding cell, no clock, and they never dimmed the light, so I and the others had no concept of time. I was fed twice and I had access to water and a toilet. I had managed to fall asleep a few times, but I kept waking up shivering. When I was finally released, it was 9 a.m. and a whole day after I had been arrested. My roommate had reported me missing and had been informed that I had been arrested. I was able to call my roommate from a payphone and get him to pick me up. A few weeks later, I found out that the charge of public intoxication had been dropped, so thankfully I didn't have to pay a fine or take DUI classes. I had no idea what the hell is wrong with my friend who pranked me. He did apologize and felt bad, but I stopped hanging out with him right after that.